Hello, my name is Devin with HDpiano.com, and in today's lesson, I'll be showing you guys how to play I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men. Sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to stop there. We're going to focus on that verse in this first video, but of course over at HDpiano.com, we'll be learning the rest of the tune from top to bottom. All right, this is a pretty urgent subject matter, so I say we get right to it. We are in the key of D major, and we're going to start with a D major chord in the right, D, F sharp, and A, with D in the left hand, playing that bass line. So middle C is here. Overall, we're working in a pretty low range of the piano, but we'll visit these upper registers a little later on. Okay, so D, F sharp, and A, and you'll want to leave your thumb open so that you can hit this A below, because we're kind of combining two parts. There's the electric keyboard part, which I believe is like a Yamaha DX7, in case you're curious about pulling up a patch for that. It's an FM synthesizer. It's got that really bright, digital, kind of tiny sound. Tines as in tines, not tiny. Anyways, it's that combined with kind of the melody synth. Boom, boom, boom. And we've got that all fit into this part here. We hit that root position D major chord, and then follow it up with A, D, E. And the timing of that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, I counted to 12, but of course you don't feel this song in 12, right? This song is written in 12/8, which is more like 4 groups of 3, aka we feel it in 4, but we count each beat in sections of 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Right? So globally I was counting 1, 2, 3, and 4. But within each beat, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, etc. All right? So just want to throw that out there. So we hit our chord. We'll follow it up immediately with eighth notes, A, D, E, and then octaves on C sharp and D. All right, then we're going to come down to the same chord, but with a B in the bass, and this is B minor 7. Right? There's a root position minor 7 chord, and we just drop the B and put it down in our left hand here. And we do the same thing. And when we hit that C sharp, we play a B in the left hand, come down to an F sharp for the next note, and we land here on E minor 11. So that's E in the left, B, D, G, and A in the right. So real slow, that first measure. Let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. So I'm counting it in groups of 3, but of course it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Spread out slowly. One more time. And 2, 3, 4, E minor 11, and we hold here for a beat. So 1 and 2 and 3. So beat 2, steady eighth notes, E, F sharp, G, and then we land on this G over A chord, which is D, G, and B with A in the left, and then we take it up a whole step in the right to A major, E, A, C sharp, while the left hand comes down root, 5th, root for that A major chord on beat 4. A, E, A. All right, let's check out those first 2 measures one more time. Here we go. 3, or rather 4, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Alrighty. So It's worth noting that the BPM of this song is dotted quarter note equals 42. Dotted quarter note means 3/8 notes, and 3/8 notes is one grouping of the group of 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3. So if you're going to set your metronome, you could set it to that nice slow tempo, or you could triple that to get the 8th note speed, which would be about 128, I suppose. Did I do that math right? 126, of course, of course. Okay, moving on to the second half. We start with the same chord, and we're going to do the same part in the right hand for the whole measure. But here we're just going to walk up with E and F sharp in the left. Then we come down, B minor 7. And it's just a little different here. We're going from a low B up to an F sharp, and then we come down to a simplified E minor chord. Okay, so let's recap that measure one more time. Much like the first measure. 1 and 2, E, F sharp in the bass, B minor, B, F sharp in the bass, and landing on E minor. All right, so this fourth measure here, E in the left, B, E, and G in the right, and we're going to see some 16th notes now. So 1 and, let's see, so 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, 1, I'm not really sure how to count this. 1 and 1 and 1, or rather 1, 2, 3. My mistake there. So 1 and 2 and 3. All right, so we're going from E minor, B, E, G, and then a quick F sharp E, F sharp G rather, and then down to D major. It's not root position, it's an inversion down, so it's second inversion, A, D, F sharp, and then a quick E, D, landing us here on C major 7, C in the left, G, B, C, E in the right. E minor, D major, C major 7, whoops, octaves. All right, beautiful little melody there, very powerful. E, F sharp, G. Those are 16ths. Excuse me. So 16th and then 3/8 notes. And 4 and 1. And as we walk down from G to F sharp to E, we catch B and B flat, leading us into A sus in the left. So that's A in the left with this G chord in the right, much like we had earlier, but we're adding a D on top. So D, G, B, and D. And we go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, and we hit. And that's an octave up in the left there on an A. B, D, F sharp, and A in the right. This is like A sus 13. Hit it, and then bring everything down an octave, a little softer, and we're into that verse. So let me recap that intro, and then we can check out the first few chords of the verse. I think we got a minute or so left here before you guys get tired of me. So here we go from the top. A 1, a 4, and a. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, hit, and down the octave, and we're into the verse. So I'll show you those verse chords just real quick here in a second. I want to talk about pedaling for a minute. It's up to you, but what you don't want to do is probably hold the pedal, for example, in the fourth measure. Woo, that gets muddy real fast. But you can hold it maybe about 2 beats on average. For example, when you're moving from D to B minor, I'm holding it, now I'm resetting it. Now, I don't know, it gets a little muddy there at the end of that measure. So it's nice to reset it here, a couple of quick pedals, and then come here. So anytime there's a lot of motion happening, especially with 2 hands, especially in the left hand, because it's just a lot muddier down here, you probably want to re-pedal. Okay, let's look at that verse real quick. D in the left, F sharp, A, D in the right. So we saw root position, we saw second inversion. This, my friends, is first inversion D major. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So left hand just goes from D to B on beats 1 and 3. Right hand plays that chord. 2, F sharp, A, same chord over B, so it's B minor 7. We hit F sharp again. And then we play A major over G in the left. Love that change there. Beautiful. G in the left, E, A, C sharp in the right. Now we bring that C sharp down to B, drop the middle finger, and come to F sharp minor 7. F sharp in the left, C sharp, E, and A. All right, if you're following along on the sheet music, that is the first page. Otherwise, that's the intro and a little taste of the verse, and I'll see you over at HDpiano.com for the rest. My name's Devin, and while I have you here, please like and subscribe and follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that jazz. That way you can know about all of our upcoming lessons. All right, guys, great work. We'll see you soon.